Hi guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I will be doing another film review. This time, I will be doing my review for the latest Netflix film that dropped earlier today and is now available on the streaming service. The crime biography drama called Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile. Words that were spoken by the judge who presided over Ted Bundy's trial in Florida back in 1979, right before the sentence was carried out, or it might have been after the sentence. Anyway, this review contains spoilers for the movie, although I guess if you know the real-life story of Ted Bundy and his crimes and his trial and the aftermath, you know, maybe you have a pretty good idea of what to expect in the movie. But anyway, I'm just going to throw it out there in case you don't know much about the case and you still want to watch this movie, which I just finished watching, and I gotta say, it was pretty damn good. I was excited about this movie because I have been so anxious for the return of one of my new favorite shows from the past 2 years. I absolutely fell in love with Mindhunter from about 2 years ago. It was so good, so gripping, so engaging, so, you know, and so twisted, you know, as well. But it was just done and shot and written so well, and it was just so enjoyable. I mean, yeah, granted, you know, these guys did terrible, terrible things, but it's like peeling back the layers of the human psyche, or like what makes a person tick. It was absolutely fascinating. So when Netflix said they were doing a movie based on like the real life girlfriend or ex-girlfriend of Ted Bundy, and this film, like this story told from her perspective, I was very excited. And I gotta say, Zac Efron, Lily Collins, everyone in this film did an incredible job, especially Zac Efron. I gotta say, you know, no offense to him, but he looked and acted just like the real Bundy did. I mean, I've seen the Bundy tapes, the documentary series on Netflix as well. And, you know, well done casting Zac Efron as Ted Bundy. I mean, he just knocked it out of the park. He was creepy, unsympathetic, manipulative, egocentric, arrogant, smug. He was everything the real Bundy was. I mean, this was a great casting, and he played the part very, very well. You know, he did a fantastic job, as did Lily Collins, playing a woman who's torn and tormented as to whether or not her boyfriend is a mass murderer or if he really truly is innocent, as she believed for such a long time. And I think one of the things that's important to remember about this movie is not only was it a failure on a lot of people's ends to recognize what a serious and violent predator he was, but just how much the actions and behavior of one person can affect another person or so many other people so significantly. I mean, the families of the victims, of course, are probably never have it still. I mean, I don't know if they've recovered by now because this all happened like almost 40 years ago. But you know, the families of the victims must still be reeling and feeling from this, and it's understandable. And of course, in this story, in this movie, you know, it just shows you just how much Bundy's actions affected this woman who loved him dearly for the most part, up until like she started to come to her senses and realize that what a devious psychopath son of a bitch he was. And it just goes to show you that our actions and our words can have a serious impact on another person, whether we realize it or not. And if not another person, multiple people. And I know that's probably, I don't know if that was the intended message or moral of the story that the filmmaker was trying to make, but that's the takeaway I took from this. And also, it's important to remember those who lost their lives to such a monster, just a vicious, cunning monster. And, you know, if there was any good to come out of this, I guess you could say it hopefully, you know, I think since then law enforcement and or at least FBI criminal profilers have hopefully improved on their profiling since then, and they've been able to establish and determine how to catch the warning signs or the red flags early to prevent another mass murderer like Ted Bundy from ever happening again. But overall, it was a very gripping movie, very engaging, dramatic, some unexpected appearances by great actors like John Malkovich and Jim Parsons. That was pretty cool. Everybody did a great job. It seemed fairly accurate from what I could tell because I had just seen the documentary Ted Bundy tape series a while ago, like a few months ago, and it was still fresh in my mind. So I feel like this was a fairly accurate, truthful telling of the story of the case. I love the fact that they used real words and lines spoken during his televised trial in this movie and almost spoken almost the exact same way the real life footage shows us as well. You know, so that was pretty cool. I like it when these biography films combine history with the not necessarily the fictional part, but with like the reenacted parts. The reenacted part being with the actors playing like the real life people. Overall, though, good movie, very gripping. I liked the docu-series a little bit better, but this one was pretty damn good. I enjoyed it, as I hope you guys did as well. So, what did you think of Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you expecting more, expecting less? Are you anxious for the return of Mindhunter Season 2 as much as I am? Please feel free to sound off down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear from everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and be sure to like this video and stay up to date on all content relating to the EdWord. Have a wonderful rest of the night. Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile is now playing on Netflix. Thanks again for watching, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.